Hi, I'm Robert and welcome back to another edition of the High Desert Ranch channel. It is cold and snowy here in the high desert at 6,000 feet, and the one thing that's for certain here in the high desert of the Intermountain West is change in the weather. And of course, my first gen Dodge Cummins always starting up the first time every time. It is March. There should be a lot more snow on the ground, believe it or not, so Lord knows we need the snow. And as you can see, we got the cows fed behind me. The children and I figured we'd do it before the storm really hits. We're slated to get maybe up to 10 inches of snow. Come inside this shed right here, this unoccupied pig shed. No calves yet here. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're coming back, well, welcome too. I please hope that you don't like and you don't subscribe if you're new to the channel. Anyways, so no calves yet, but of course there isn't any snow on the ground, and usually even for March, we're here at over 6,000 feet. There should be snow on the ground, several inches of snow. So the fact that we're getting snow is a welcome relief. It has been a very mild winter, as I'm sure most of you who've experienced across the country. So the snow just melted off a few days ago, so now there's more to return. But my point being is that we haven't started calving yet. I don't mind that, but my luck that with all this heavy snow that's coming and the frigid cold temperatures is we're probably gonna have a calf. That's just always how it works, right? And speaking of new life, we do have some piglets that have been born. So I'm gonna take you down here just a few sheds so you can see them. But yeah, so some people have already started calving last year, especially here in the Intermountain West, and then certain parts of the interior of the Intermountain West. There was heavy calf loss because we've had such mild, balmy winters that people have started calving earlier so they can have heavier calves when they go to ship them off in the fall, which I get it, more money with a heavier calf. However, excuse me, I figure even a light calf is better than a dead calf. You make more money off a lighter calf than you do a dead calf. And I've talked to some people, they had 30-40% calf loss last year, so they saw absolutely no return, and it was probably even worse for them depending on how it is this year. They might not even see a turn of profit because of the heavy losses last year. So we'll see what happens. Definitely will be calving here in March. It's a little March update. I get so busy doing other things that I forget to do this. But yeah, switch out the cowboy hat. The piglets are off in the corner. Kind of marked it off for them so they don't get squished by their mama, which unfortunately it did happen. It's gonna happen. I was right here. She's a good mama. She's a first-time mama, but she's a good mama. And I was getting some feed for her, and I was just a few feet away putting grain into a trough. Here, and 5 are dead. So it's frustrating. That's how it goes. But of course, she had them just this morning, and now we're getting this extremely cold temperatures and snow. So I've got some hay and straw in there for them, and obviously they've got their mama. So she's turned in towards them, so that's good that she's keeping them safe and protected. So yeah, it's one of those things of when you're dealing with animals, there's always going to be life, just like there's going to be death too on the farm and the ranch. So that's exciting though. There's still 6 piglets that survived. Hopefully all the attrition was done right at the get-go. It's unfortunate. That was a very large litter. My ideal situation would be to get some concrete, because that's when you know they're going to start doing right before they're going to farrows. They get the milk. It's almost like a little, like a carburetor or like a little mini fuel filter, like a drain plug. It just really fills up with the milk, and then she starts digging that nest, and it's just hard. They get down in that little bowl, and she's a good mama. She tries to get them all the way, but they're small and they're quick, and just like that, like say, and they were gone. 5 in one fell swoop. So maybe if I get a little bit more money, you know, pour some concrete, whatnot. But for the meantime, that's what we have. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else happening right now. Just yeah, trying to get ready for the upcoming spring and then even summertime. We've still got plenty of hay. We just finished the stack that was just right here today, so the kids are kind of excited about that. So we got plenty of hay left, especially here to feed. We figure 6 months we feed. This year might not be as much because it's so balmy, but we'll see. It could be that we get a lot of snow here on the back end of winter, and that's happened where again, here in the high country, it's unpredictable, and the temperatures can just get downright cold. And like I say, most years the snow doesn't melt off till April here off the ground. And so and then right now that's good news, because here at our mountains, which you can't see, that means I'll have plenty of snow, and that's what sustains us here in the high desert through the hot summer months, is we have that water supply for our crops and the irrigation for us and the animals and all the wildlife. So this is good news to have all this snow. But otherwise, that's really it. I will be doing a few more of these videos. I want to get more consistent, regular. I will be doing some chicken videos, because we've got plenty of chickens, and I've got some questions about some chickens. And someone said, hey, can you do a breakdown for chickens like you have done with your pigs? So I'll do one of those here coming up, and you can kind of see my setup that I have for my chickens. And yeah, and so I hope to be able to help some folks out with that. But I appreciate you coming along. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And I hope that you got to help us get, you know, hopefully I was your ticket to escape the ordinary and find out just what it's like to live the high life. And that, as always, remember, you only get so many trips around the sun. So decide what it is you're going to do and get after it. And otherwise, I appreciate you coming along and watching. And until next time, I'm Robert from the High Desert Ranch channel. And I'll sign out and give you a little bit of view of just the crazy weather that we're having.